Well, hello, and I am so glad that you have taken the time to join me this morning. It is Wednesday, the middle of the week, and I think that there is something that I want to address this morning. Whether you're across the street or around the world, thank you for being here. This will pertain to some of you, and maybe the rest of you will find some enjoyment listening to my ramblings about it. It won't really pertain to you, but we had an event here in the area that I live in yesterday evening, and I just want to talk about it. Maybe you've got some ideas. Something happened that affected thousands, thousands of people. We received an alert over our devices, whether they be cell phones, radios, televisions. There was this emergency warning alert, and it came over my phone while I was at work. And so I grabbed my phone and I read what it said. Now, I've heard this before, and it was like an Amber Alert. So I was expecting an Amber Alert, but so I was very surprised when I read it says, so let me read it to you. This is straight from my text message from yesterday at 8:29 p.m. That would be Tuesday evening. Severe alert. Civil emergency in this area until 11:28 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Prepare for action. OEM, 1, OR. Well, it scared the heebie-jeebies out of me because I, like so many other people, we had no idea what we were preparing for action for. This was a civil emergency. Now, given the things that have been going on lately in the news, whether it's fake or real, doesn't really matter, it's been implanted in our brains that the Koreans have nuclear war missiles. And there have been threats. Now, that was in the past. They may not feel like that today. However, these things were implanted in our brains. And all the stuff that we've had going on with the other countries. And so, no one really knew it. This caused panic. We had our local police station had their 911, their emergency lines, flooded with calls because no one knew what was happening. Now, where I'm at, I had we don't have a radio to turn on. There's no television set, so I did the next best thing. I turned on the computer and I went to Facebook. And yes, I found out what was going on. And it set my mind, and my heart started beating more normally. What this was about was one of the neighboring cities, the water supply, had some algae in the water. And they tested the water, and they felt that it was high enough levels that it could be toxic. So they were sending out a notification, if you will, not to drink the water if you live in that area. However, that's not what this message said. Prepare for action. This is a civil emergency in this area. Someone pushed the wrong button. Someone typed the wrong words, in my opinion. And yes, I am entitled still in this country to my own opinion. There were hundreds of responses in Facebook, and I agree with most of them. This should never have happened. Shame on the person who sent this message out to thousands of people. So 30 minutes later, 29 minutes later, at 9 p.m., another severe alert comes out, and it says, capital, all caps, water emergency for the Salem area. That's my neighboring city, with a link to the city of Salem for information. Now, why the heck wasn't that message sent the first time? We, at the time that this message came out, we had a structure fire in our town. And these sirens were going off. Several fire trucks were racing to the scene. We had no idea. This alert comes out, and then we hear sirens going off. What were we to imagine? All I'm saying is, when you type something, when you send out a message, think before you push the send button. That goes for all of us. Many times I've made a mistake and I've pushed the send button. There's no way for me to retract it. It's gone. Either I sent it to the wrong person, or I was venting and wasn't really going to send it, and I meant to hit the delete. And oh, come on. You've done the same thing. I know you have. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you think. Please don't flood my messages with thousands of messages, but if you like what I've said, if you agree with me, please click the like button. And yeah, something needs to be done about this whole system. There's a fault here. This first message was a total failure, in my opinion. All right, well, that's all for me now. I'm going to get down off my soapbox, and I'm going to say you have a great day. Keep a smile on your face and the sun in your heart.